bell to go. That's all we need now, because the build-up...
So here we go. Should be a good one. Jab to the body. They exchange punches. It's all offense all the time. Good counter punching. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
Did you see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's a counter shot. What a punch. This fight has a real good flow to it. Well done with that counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. And there's the bell to start round two. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of that sport.
Oh, what a punch! Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A perfect counter shot. There's a scoring blow. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You don't want to trade shots. And he scores with the counter. He threw a punch and just got countered. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. There's the bell to start round three. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice Nice counter shot. They're both trying for a knockout. Crawford in trouble. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That jab won't score. That counter punch caught him clean. The straight right just misses. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. Well, here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice counter shot. A perfect counter lands. Trying to land that jab. The straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. Here's the bell to start round 5. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. Nothing like a little taunting to get your opponent riled up. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Catch and shoot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter. both going for the KO. It's so obvious. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage. Let's start the 6. How about that time counter shot? Nice counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Catch and shoot. He misses with that straight left. Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Good counter punch. Punch, counter punch. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, boxing. Frustrating, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Jab does not score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match go? Here comes round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. These two fighters are made for one another. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what he...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Crawford's legs are all over the... Crawford is dazed. And down goes Crawford. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
A perfect counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. Defense is not an option for these two. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Crawford may be ready to go down. Crawford in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that... Round 8, and we're off again. They exchange punches. Nice counter. He threw a punch and just got countered. Crawford is dazed. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Nice counter. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. They block the uppercut. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Perfect counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Crawford in trouble. A pretty lopsided decision there.